Hey guys, welcome back to Habitual Crypto. Here on the channel, we like to make good habits in trading. So if you like trading cryptocurrencies and getting the best levels to watch each day, be sure to click that like and subscribe button. Today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin and its current dump this morning, and if it's going to recover and what my analysis of that, as well as we'll dive into the Ethereum chart, the Bitcoin dominance chart, and we'll go over a few news articles here in the beginning of this stream. And then after that, we'll look at any coins you guys are interested in checking out. So starting right out on the Bitcoin chart, this is the daily chart. So you can see, if we take kind of a step back and look at the chart from the beginning of this bull cycle, we were in this channel here, this ascending channel, and we did finally break out of that once and got back in, and now we've broken out of it a second time. So those are the brighter green lines there. And here on the more bluish lines, this is a new wedge we've been forming. And I would guess that we're going to get a bounce right around this area. There's two key levels I'm looking at. I'm looking at this wedge trend line here, which would line up about 54,300, 54,400, depending on if we go down that far and how long it would take. The other key level, which is very close to this, is the 50-day EMA, which we've had bounces off of multiple times throughout this bull cycle. So that lines up right around 53,000. So I don't know if it's going to hold up here. There is another way of looking at this where we are making higher highs, higher lows since February 22nd. We made the first high, you could say. The first low March 1st, and then so on, and we're just coiling in tighter here. So it is possible, if we do get a bounce here, that would be a higher low, and that we just coil tighter and tighter until we finally break out. So on the short term, if we zoom in here, I will get rid of these to make it a little easier here. This is on the 15-minute chart. We have, we continue to make lower highs and lower lows today. So we just made a lower low again just about a couple hours ago. So I do expect that we will most likely come down to at least this level here of around 54.4. I think there's a good chance we get a bounce there, and if we don't get a bounce there, I think definitely 53,000, where the 50-day moving average is. That's where I would expect a bounce. I really don't think we're going to go below that, and I would be surprised if we do, because I feel like this is really tightening up. If we go to the weekly chart here and zoom in a little bit, this still looks like it could be forming a kind of a symmetrical triangle here, which we did talk about before. It's not a perfect triangle, but basically with these levels here, it is possible that we'll be, if I close this up a little bit, it is possible that we break out of this. So I just think this area is very strong in many ways. And I would be surprised if we go any lower than 53,000. So we'll keep an eye on it throughout the stream because it is moving down still. But yeah, I'm expecting a bounce there. And as far as just some quick Bitcoin news before we go on to Ethereum, there's a few things I want to talk about. We do have, this is an article that was put out, basically 5 key reasons why Bitcoin will likely see new all-time highs soon. But it's got 5 different charts that, again, are just showing like the macro perspective of where we are right now and why this consolidation above 50,000 most likely is going to lead to a big move up, in my opinion. So the first one is that the whales have stopped selling. So these are whales are considered addresses that have more than 100,000 Bitcoin. No, I'm sorry, more than 1,000 Bitcoin, which is still quite a lot of money there. So you can see when we got the dip back in January, that this came down. There was some selling, but then it picked up, and there was a big accumulation mark all the way to the end of February, which now we've seen this 10% downtrend. So whales, I wouldn't really say institutions as much. These are probably, just very wealthy people that have been in the Bitcoin market. So maybe some smaller institutions, but I don't think the big institutions that have bought Bitcoin are selling their Bitcoin yet. But you can see, some very wealthy people have been selling, but you can see we did get this nice support here on the previous support level. So there is a good chance that this is kind of resetting for Bitcoin, and that the accumulation may start to grow again. So we'll keep an eye on this, but it's a good sign that it got a nice bounce at this level. So that was one thing. Long-term holders, their selling is slowing down as well. So basically, these are people that have been holding Bitcoin for a long period of time, and there was some severe selling, especially you think about people that had bought Bitcoin back in 2017's bull market, near the top, anywhere from like 10K to 20K, and then they ended up holding it and losing out. Well, if they've been patient, they've been able to make profit, and a lot of them, there's nothing wrong with that, taking profit once you got your return on investment back up. So, but again, since we've hit this mark here, it seems to be slowing down more. So, just another good macro perspective. Miners, we've looked at this chart before. The miners have started accumulating again instead of selling. So, miners have a good outlook on, they're doing their technical analysis as well, and I'm sure they have a different perspective, but the fact that they're starting to accumulate more is a very good thing, rather than dumping their Bitcoin, especially at these high prices. They're accumulating, so that means they believe it's going to go higher as well. Institutional demand remains high, so basically the net transfer from exchanges uh, is going down. So institutional demand is still going up. Its 14-day moving average is going up. So, and that also goes in line with this, which is the amount of Bitcoin balances on exchanges. So when you see this going down, a lot of this is institutions moving it from exchanges. They buy it on exchanges and they move it to cold storage. So this has continued to go down since January, and it hasn't slowed down at all. So, less supply, more demand. Again, it's simple supply and demand economics. So that's just more macro perspective on Bitcoin. And then one more, thing you want to keep your eye on. Coinbase just released their quarter one revenue, and it went up ninefold to 1.8 billion ahead of the IPO on Nasdaq, which is going to happen April 14th. So in a week, the IPO is going to happen, and you can see their quarterly revenue. So it's just really, things are heating up, and Coinbase isn't, they're not planning on going public with their IPO while Bitcoin's dumping like crazy. That's why I don't think this week is going to be some big downturn for Bitcoin. I think this is just going to build the hype, and there's going to be I think there's a good chance the IPO will line up with kind of that big move up, that next leg up we've been looking for with Bitcoin. So just something to be aware of. We'll see. We'll definitely see what happens when this does go public next week. So yeah, so that's my Bitcoin news for the day. We will go right into Ethereum's chart now. And Ethereum did lose the $2,000 mark today, but if you look at, this is the weekly chart, if you see where prices closed its all-time high, that's exactly where we hit. So basically this was a big back test of the all-time high, and we stayed there. So in my opinion, this, even with Bitcoin dumping a little bit, this looks good. We can go to the 1 hour here and zoom out a little bit. You can see, we had these nice back tests of 2,000, but then today with Bitcoin kind of leading the way here, Ethereum did come down, but you can see we perfectly back tested our previous all-time highs before we went up. And if we can hold this and start moving up again, that's going to be a nice strong support for Ethereum. A lot of traders look for this back test of previous highs for all of their moves. So in my opinion, if Ethereum can hold here, it's just going to be even stronger in the next few weeks. So we'll keep an eye on Ethereum, and then we'll take a quick look at Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin dominance did get back up to, with Bitcoin falling, I think there's some fear there. People put their money, transferred some altcoins into Bitcoin again because they believe the altcoins will fall harder than Bitcoin will. And and yeah, this is very normal. So to get this big spike here, and now we are ranging right on this previous support line that we had, which lines up with the bottom that we hit last summer. So we are ranging here. I would expect if Bitcoin, whenever it does get a little bounce again, we probably will continue going down. So, but we'll keep an eye on this throughout the stream as well. There was just a couple quick other news articles I wanted to go over, and then we'll get into charting out any altcoins you guys are interested in. So this happened yesterday, but after breaking 100 billion total value lock, DeFi is now the equivalent of a top 40 US bank. So it's just pretty cool. The basically the whole DeFi, all of the DeFi market together has combined over $100 billion locked up. So because you can earn a lot of interest locking your your money up in these DeFi projects, and now basically if you counted DeFi as a put them in the bank's ranking, basically it would be the number 40 top bank in the US. So it's just a kind of a cool statistic. It's just another reason I think banks are going to start losing that slices of the bigger pie to crypto. Just another more macro perspective. And when retail investors finally realize they can be making way more interest than a bank will give you if you lock it up in in these DeFi projects, they will most likely move some of their capital there. And the other news is, this is kind of small, but XRP did have a slight win yesterday. Very slight, not anything big, but basically they were permitted access to the SEC documents, pretty much assessing XRP, and basically their argument is, how can you call Bitcoin and Ethereum legal in the US, but XRP and Ripple are not legal when they're essentially doing the same thing. So they're trying to call XRP a security. How can you do that when you aren't calling Bitcoin and Ethereum a security as well? So it's little that they basically got access to some of the documents, but more importantly, I just think this is where the whole case is going to end up going. Just not financial advice, but I think it's going to end up being a slap on the wrist, probably a big fine, but nothing that causes any severe damage. So and again, I don't really like XRP's fundamentals. I don't like the team. I just am trying to keep you informed, and you guys can make your own opinions and your own investments on what you read up on. But with that being said, that's the news for the day and my assessment on Bitcoin and Ethereum and Bitcoin dominance. Please subscribe if you like the content. Leave a like and a comment. And I will be streaming every day, every Monday through Thursday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. If you want to stick around for the rest of the live stream, we will be charting out any altcoins that you guys are interested in. So thanks again. Okay, guys, Zibble and Yannick, are you still there? Did I make the intro myself? Yeah, so my brother-in-law, his name is Vic, V-I-C, Davi, D-A-V-I. He, you can look his music up on Spotify, but he created the music for me, and then I edited the video myself. But I'm also a video editor. uh, that's that is a part-time job for me as well. So I've been doing that for many years as well. Thanks. How much is the 100 bitcoins worth I gave you? Well, the bits are really nice, and you may think it's nothing, but those were my first bits I ever got, Yannick. So I do appreciate them more than you think. Did I see any today? I don't think so. No. Nope. Let's see here what we're doing here. One, I'm trying to look at some of the plays. Most of the market is down today, but I am looking at some of the plays that have stayed strong, because when the market turns green again, there's a good chance they pump even more. And one of them is Omisigo. So, this is one I've been harping on, and, it did have a big dip when Bitcoin dropped, but it's already almost close to being back up to where it was. So it's still up 6.5% today. And we'll see how it goes. Hey, Boom. Your coins up between 20 and 100% in the last 24 hours. Do you want to look at those, or are you just letting people know? Font I've looked at. I know that's like an NFT. Yeah, look, coins that look strong. Yeah, that's yeah. I feel like the smaller cap coins did a little bit better today. Like some of them, not all of them. One of them that I've been talking about is ID, Everest ID. Let me go to the 4-hour. This one is working out pretty well for me here. Let me go to auto. Let me zoom out. See this? This is the Uniswap. So this is the Uniswap ID. So the symbol is ID, and it's the Ethereum pairing on Uniswap. And I had charted out this big cup and handle, and we did surpass all-time highs and kind of got stuck here before we had the handle. So this green line is is finally like a new all-time high here, which was today, and we are close to closing a 4-hour candle above there. So that, I think, will be really good. And this is an inverted chart because the Ethereum. It's Ethereum slash ID. So it's, I know it, like the red candles really are green and the green are red. That's how you want to look at it anyway. So ID is technically moving up here with that last little move here. And not financial advice, but I'm very bullish on this coin. They just integrated their whole system, their whole project with Chainlink as an oracle. So you know they're moving along. It's a good team, a good fundamental project, and you know they're working. Like they're not just, you know, they're actually working hard at it. So I'm excited. This is probably one of the smallest cap plays I'm most excited about that I'm allocated to. So not financial advice, but I feel pretty good about it. And we are almost exactly at all-time highs right now. So let's see, we got, let's go down the list here. Well, let's look at one of Boom's plays real quick, because let's look at Font, because I know Font, I believe, is a NFT project. I got this inverted, so let's flip that around. This is on the 4 hour. So yeah, so it did get its huge, you know, run up about a week or two after the initial listing on Uniswap, and yeah, pretty much making a nice few bottoms here. Had a little dip here, but came back strong. Yeah, and technically, you know, it did come up, have a big dip, but you did technically make a higher low than the previous lows. So the uptrend is still there. You're still, you know, if we go to like the daily, that will probably be even more clear. You know, this uptrend, you're making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Well, this isn't technically a higher low from here, but on the other chart it looked pretty good. But basically the macro trend is moving up here. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, it's staying strong today. I mean, it was close to the bottom, so I think that you know, that means it has really strong support here to be able to go up 20% on that. So yeah, Boom. You know, I hate to I hate to tell you, you know, like it's really kind of a play you have to kind of I'm going strictly by the technical analysis. Looks good. Like this chart looks really good. So I know it has gone up in the past month quite a bit, but you know, if this pattern, this should line up. Yeah, so with the cup and handle, you measure from the top down to the bottom of the cup. and then that would go basically probably around there. So, you know, eventually the move from where it is now is still another at least 200%. So, you know, it is risky. It is a smaller cap play. I just think it looks really good. So, you know, and if you're in it for the long term, I think anyone investing now is going to be just fine. In the short term, maybe this doesn't quite, maybe it doesn't quite clear and has another little dip, but yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Let's see here. Kusama holding up pretty nicely, actually. Did not have that big of a retracement, but looks really strong today that it went up this much, and like really this much over a couple months, and then had a slight retracement, but it's really not even, let's see. Yeah, it went down 26% or 27%, and then was holding up, and then had, you know, with something like this, I would have expected Kusama to be one of the biggest droppers today, in percentage wise, but it did have a dip, but then it's already eaten all the way back up, and could you know, could keep going here. It was moving up today until the Bitcoin drop. So I just think it's forming a nice little support here. So we'll see. It could continue the downtrend, but just kind of looks really strong right now. Here's Ethereum BTC. So yeah, Ethereum, you know, did have a little drop compared to a little bit more of a drop than Bitcoin, and lost about 3% on Bitcoin today, but has found support at previous resistance and previous support, so it looks like it will hold up there. And it kind of, you know, I don't want to say it all depends on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin falls down to like 54, let's see, yeah, like 54.5 to 55,000, you know, I want to believe that Ethereum is going to hold up at its previous all-time highs, like we talked about earlier. I want to say it's going to hold support here, but we'll see. Do I think ADA will blow up since their deal got accepted? So I didn't know the deal got accepted. I did hear about the like the Africa play they had going. Let's take a look at ADA. Yeah, ADA kind of not falling too bad today. So it did fall out of this pattern, but the pattern has fallen out before here and then came back up. So, and this probably isn't perfect. You could even line it up with that previous drop here now as like the new pattern. If you do that like this, then you're still in there. So yeah, and all that, this is all just going with Bitcoin. And actually, if you do that, you can see it dip down here, but it held these levels. So that's good. It held these previous levels. So I don't know. I did see something like Cardano is having the most active like developer interest like in the past 30 days compared to, I think, like on GitHub there was like a chart showing all the blockchains and like the most activity on GitHub for those specific blockchains. So and ADA I think was number 1 on that. So yeah, I think more interest is happening, but I really don't think ADA or Polkadot or Elrond are going to be, I don't think they have enough time to try to take down Ethereum. Ethereum's just built up such a big ecosystem. But yeah, I'll look up the Africa stuff. I think ADA is going to keep moving sideways for a little bit. I feel like, if that news already broke, it might be already priced in. But that's definitely good. So I would expect whenever ADA does move again, I'm more thinking it's going to keep going up rather than going down. So, and it will probably, the longer it builds sideways like this, just the bigger move it will most likely have whenever it does go. So let's see here. Here's 1 inch. That's 1 inch BTC. Yeah, 1 inch really holding up nicely. Already surpassed its previous high before the Bitcoin drop today. So it dropped all the way down here, hit that line, and just bounced right back up. So when you hear like, what coins are you buying on the dip? If you ever hear that, this is one that probably a lot of people were looking at, which brought the price right back up almost immediately. Engine looking good today. Same thing. So you can see like, all right, Zibble, have a great day. You can see Engine came down with this, dump today, and it hit previous major support levels. So it was able to just get bought right back up. Theta looking good. Let's take a look at Bitcoin because it's at 55 again. $55.8. XRP is dropping a little bit. Seeing what this coin is. Oh, it's India's most trusted Bitcoin. Cryptocurrency exchange, okay. So Wink is a gambling site. These are the top players for the week. Bitcoin Gold, BitTorrent, Qtum, Helium, Tron. Let me know if there's any chart you guys are interested in. And take a look at Flux, KuCoin. Let me know if there's any coins you guys are interested in. Take a look. I'm looking at Flux USD, an altcoin here. We can take a look back at Bitcoin, see what's going on there. So having a lower low here, but not all that bad. Let's see, 55.4 and 55.6. Only a couple $100 difference. If we go to the 30-minute, let's see. Yeah, it looks like it might be kind of slowing down here, the dip, so Bitcoin dominance heading down again a little bit, and Ethereum is still holding that support of the previous highs, so we'll see if it can get back above 2,000 again. OMG getting back up above the Fibonacci extension line. See if it can hold there. Seems like one of the stronger coins today, still up 10% for the day. Engine moving up today quite a bit. Let's see here. Yeah, engine finding a big bottom down here at right at $2. So yeah, right at $2, people buying up engine, and already back up at 278. So that would have been a coin you wanted to get a piece of on the dip. Excuse me. Hey, Zibble. Oh, you're from Europe? What time is it there? Yeah, I live in Pennsylvania. Uh, Adriana Chelik? Or, no, I don't know who that is. I don't know, Yannick. All right. Yannick, you're out of control. Yeah, he's still in first place. I've been doing this for about a month, and it's tough. It's tough to get, uh, you know, in the beginning especially, so. You're out of control, Yannick. Yannick. Oh, that's why you're always leaving me. I wonder how many bits you give her. She's probably getting 1,000,000 bits from you. All right, let's see here. What's up, Aave? Aave, you didn't tell me. Ah, there we go. Thanks, Yannick. Yeah, thanks, Zibble. Yeah, that's what anything I look up keeps saying. Just keep a steady schedule, and it takes about a year. So we'll see if the crypto bull market can last that long. Because that's one fear is when we head into a bear market, there's not going to be nearly as many people tuning in, I think. But I mean, you and Yannick and Aave, you guys are good people, good start. So yeah, Aave, you didn't tell me about. Let me pull it up here. If I go to the 7-day, WazirX, 400% up this week. It's the if you go to their website, it's India's most trusted Bitcoin and cryptocurrency exchange. You were supposed to be my heads up on this. I just I was just trying to think, everyone's got like crypto something, most of them are like crypto zombie, crypto shark, different. So I was trying to not be like crypto something, even though I have crypto in the name. I just was trying to think of a different way, but still have crypto, because I feel like people just looking stuff up about crypto are going to type in crypto, so I thought it might help a little to have it in the name. So yeah. Oh, okay, Aave, sorry. I thought you were in India at the time. Yeah, I'm just messing. I don't think many people thought this would go up that high. Let's take a look. I only got 5 minutes, guys, but let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance falling again below the support. So I would say if Bitcoin can hold up here, this is probably going to dive even more. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, even if it dumps a little bit more, it's looking like it's going to be closer to like 55,000 if before it swings back up. Or it might, turn right here. And now we're going to have another different channel here. So for the time being, this this triangle here, I'll make it a different color. These are going to be short-term resistances here, so if it breaks either one, we'll probably get a little move up from here. So, but yeah, nothing. I don't think there's anything really to worry about as far as the Bitcoin crashing. I don't think that's going to happen. And if Bitcoin can pull up again, I think Bitcoin dominance is going to fall even more, and the alts will regain probably faster than Bitcoin lost. So Ethereum right almost at 2,000 again. Let's see, let's go. Yeah, it's a down day for the market, Aave. I mean, just stay patient, and if Bitcoin picks up, most likely the alts you are in are going to pick up even more, just how they fell further than Bitcoin did today. So most of them, not all of them, but yeah, Ethereum finding a little resistance at 2,000 now, but we'll see if it can get above there. But yeah, Ethereum holding up pretty strong here, so. So guys, thanks for hanging out. I will be on tomorrow at 4 p.m. Tomorrow is Thursday. So yeah, it'll be the last day of the week for me. And we'll see what happens this weekend. But hopefully we can get a move up here with Bitcoin, find some support. And that should move everything up. Yeah, Zibble, thanks for hanging out, sticking with me. Get some sleep. And Aave, thanks for checking in. We will see you guys later.